Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Time Loop Town. Part 1. A Stranger in Paradise. The weary travelers' journey had led them through countless desolate roads and unfamiliar landscapes. Exhausted and desperate for shelter, they stumbled upon a small town nestled in the heart of the woods. At first glance, it appeared to be an idyllic paradise. The town was named Harmonyville, and its picturesque streets were lined with charming cottages, well-tended gardens, and friendly, smiling residents. The traveler, whose name was Emily, decided to stay in Harmonyville for a night, intending to rest and continue her journey at dawn. She found an inn with a quaint sign that read, "The Eternal Rest Inn," and the innkeeper, a man named Mr. Hargrove, welcomed her with a warm smile. Emily settled into her room, but something about the town felt off-kilter. She couldn't quite put her finger on it, but there was an eerie sense of sameness to everything. The people of Harmonyville seemed unnaturally cheerful, as if they were living in a perpetual state of bliss. As Emily strolled through the town, she couldn't help but notice the strange routines that the residents followed. They always seemed to be doing the same things at the same time, day in and day out. It was as if time itself had frozen in Harmonyville. Part 2. Trapped in the Infinite Loop. The following morning, Emily decided it was time to leave Harmonyville. She approached Mr. Hargrove and asked for directions to the nearest town. To her surprise, he replied with the same warm smile, "Oh, my dear, you don't need to leave. Harmonyville is where you belong." Emily was taken aback by his response, but she shrugged it off as a peculiar local quirk. She thanked him and left the inn, only to find herself on the same street as before, facing the same inn. Confused, she walked in the opposite direction, but no matter which path she took, she always ended up back at the Eternal Rest Inn. Panic began to set in as Emily realized that she was trapped in a never-ending loop. Days turned into weeks, and she became a prisoner of Harmonyville's repetitive existence. No matter how hard she tried to escape, the town's invisible walls kept her confined. Emily's frustration grew, and she started to investigate the sinister secret behind Harmonyville's time loop. She observed the townsfolk more closely and discovered that beneath their cheerful facade they were plagued by a haunting emptiness in their eyes. They were like hollow shells devoid of individuality or emotion. Part 3. Uncovering the Darkness. Emily's determination to uncover the truth led her to a hidden cellar beneath the inn. There, she found a diary that belonged to a previous guest who had been trapped in the town. The diary chronicled the same disturbing observations Emily had made and hinted at a horrifying ritual that bound the residents to Harmonyville. As she delved deeper into the diary's secrets, Emily discovered that Harmonyville had made a pact with a malevolent entity known as the Townkeeper. In exchange for eternal happiness and prosperity, the residents were forced to relive the same day over and over, sacrificing their individuality and memories to appease the Townkeeper's insatiable hunger for souls. Emily knew that she had to break the cycle and free the town from its nightmarish fate. Armed with the knowledge from the diary, she sought out the town's elders, who were the keepers of the ritual. They revealed their true, sinister nature and attempted to stop her. In a climactic showdown, Emily confronted the Townkeeper, a grotesque, otherworldly being that thrived on the misery of Harmonyville's residents. With sheer determination and the power of the diary, Emily managed to weaken the Townkeeper and shatter the time loop's hold on the town. Part 4. Breaking the Curse. As the time loop shattered, Harmonyville descended into chaos. The residents, free from the Townkeeper's grasp, experienced a surge of emotions they had long forgotten: fear, anger, sorrow, and joy. The town was in turmoil, but Emily had given them a chance at true life once more. In the aftermath, Emily decided to leave Harmonyville behind, now a town forever scarred by the memory of its twisted past. She continued her journey, haunted by the horror she had witnessed, but hopeful that her escape from the time loop town had broken the cycle for good. As she walked away from Harmonyville, Emily couldn't help but wonder how many other such towns existed, trapped in their own nightmarish loops, and how many other travelers might stumble upon the cursed streets, unaware of the sinister truths that lay hidden beneath their picturesque exteriors. Part 5. A Haunting Revelation. Emily's journey took her far from Harmonyville, but the memories of the cursed town never truly left her. she often found herself haunted by nightmares of the timekeeper and the empty gazes of the townsfolk. Each time she closed her eyes, she could still hear their hollow laughter echoing in her mind. Months passed, and Emily couldn't shake the feeling that her escape from Harmonyville had only been the beginning of a much larger, sinister puzzle. She became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of other towns caught in their own time loops. Armed with the knowledge she had gained, she embarked on a mission to free them from their nightmarish fates. Her travels took her to many such towns, each with its own unique horror. In one, she encountered a town where residents turned into grotesque creatures under the full moon, while in another, time ran backward, causing everything to decay and age in reverse. Emily's efforts were not without danger. She faced malevolent entities, enigmatic curses, and hostile townsfolk who were determined to keep their time loops intact. But with each success, she grew more determined and more skilled at unraveling the dark secrets that bound these towns to their eternal suffering. Part 6. The Final Confrontation. One day, Emily received a cryptic message from an anonymous source, urging her to visit a town known as Cronosville. The message hinted that Cronosville held the key to understanding the origins of the time loops and had to break them once and for all. Cronosville proved to be the most challenging and perilous of all the towns Emily had encountered. It was a place where time itself had fractured into multiple timelines, overlapping and intertwining in a chaotic and disorienting dance. The townsfolk, each representing a different version of themselves from alternate realities, were trapped in an endless cycle of confusion and despair. As Emily delved deeper into Cronosville's mysteries, she uncovered the existence of an ancient and powerful entity known as the Time Weaver, who controlled the town's time loops and reveled in the chaos it created. To confront the Time Weaver and free Cronosville, Emily had to navigate the treacherous web of interwoven timelines and confront her own past and future selves. In a climactic battle of wits and wills, Emily faced the Time Weaver, armed with the knowledge and experiences she had gained from her previous encounters with time loops. With cunning and determination, she managed to unravel the intricate threads of time and defeat the Time Weaver, bringing an end to Cronosville's torment. Part 7. A New Mission. Having freed Cronosville and broken the time loop that held it captive, Emily realized that her mission was far from over. The existence of other cursed towns hinted at a vast, malevolent force that sought to manipulate time itself for its own dark purposes. Determined to confront this ultimate evil and protect other unsuspecting travelers from the horrors of time loops, Emily embarked on a quest to uncover the source of the curse that plagued these towns. With each victory she grew stronger, her knowledge more profound, and her resolve unshakable. Emily became a beacon of hope for those trapped in the never-ending cycles of time. She continued her journey, driven by the knowledge that somewhere out there, more towns awaited her help, more secrets waited to be uncovered, and more sinister entities lurked in the shadows, all seeking to trap unsuspecting souls in their twisted versions of eternity. And so, the Time Loop Towns became Emily's life's work, a harrowing but essential mission to break the curse of time and bring an end to the malevolence that lurked within the hidden corners of a world. The traveler had become a warrior, fighting a battle against the very fabric of reality itself, one town at a time. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.